Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave. How's it going, my friends? God bless you, thank you for finding some time in your busy day to join me for some exciting news regarding Mortal Kombat 1. Some further information has been divulged about the story mode for Mortal Kombat 1. As well, we are receiving official announcement of a Kombat Kast to be occurring within the next week. Next week, we should be seeing further gameplay details featuring Scorpion, Johnny. All of this is to be determined until we actually see the Kombat Kast. I don't believe much in anything, considering that they said they were going to send out stress test invites on the 21st. They didn't go out until the 22nd, and I didn't get one. So I just don't believe until I see. But yes, there are some things that we can look forwards to that is very much concrete, which would be all of the new details provided on the official Mortal Kombat 1 website. If you are not on this website, it turns out you might be missing some information. Specifically, little tiny text regarding the 7 characters that have been revealed so far. So before we get into that, let's see what you guys are saying. Hey there, Sean. I am feeling sick. Oh no, poor Sean. I hope you feel better. But yes, it's a very exciting. We've got further details here that will hopefully make you feel better, Sean. But yes, what you're seeing here is the official website. Oh, let's see. Is this working? Oh, yeah, it's working. So this is the official MK1 website, and let's start off with Liu Kang. I hate that it's so small. Having won control of the hourglass. Let's make it bigger. Oh, it's bigger. Yay. Having won control of the hourglass, Liu Kang restarted history. He neutralized the threats and dangers that had come before, crafting a new era in which all beings would have the opportunity to find peace. But that peace is now threatened by an enemy that Liu Kang could never have anticipated. Whoa. It will take all of his wisdom and experience to save not only Earthrealm, but all of reality. Insane. Okay, so immediately, something that we can take away from this is that this is something that he could never have anticipated. This would imply that the boss from MK1 would likely be someone new, someone that we have never seen. So with MK11, they went the route of creating a villain that we had never seen. MKX had Shinnok, which is, someone we had seen. But MK11 was Kronika, and no one had seen her. And Kronika was just all sorts of not living up to the standards of what a good villain is. Is she scary? No. Does she have good evil motivations? Or at least is something that makes sense? No, her motivations don't make sense. Her actions don't make sense. For instance, why would she teleport back from the past to people that could defeat her? All sorts of things about Kronika doesn't make sense. So I hope that whatever the new threat, the new villain is for MK1, that it will have some good story writing put into it. Unfortunately, MK11's story, I feel, was very much all over the place. Will we see the same from MK1? Very curious. Also, I find this phrase here very concerning. New and returning fan favorite characters. So we are getting new characters in this roster of MK1. 24 main roster fighters. Then you add in Shang Tsung for those who pre-order early. But some number of this 24 will be new characters. I guess that shouldn't be too surprising, considering that NRS has tried to put a stamp on the franchise with every single game by creating new characters. MK9 had Scarlet, MKX had Aaron Black, MK11 had Collector? Question mark? Yes, the things that leave a lasting impression. But, so this new villain, he could be one of the new characters on the roster? It would be super cool if the main villain of MK1 is someone that is actually playable, whereas Chronica, you couldn't play as her, not unless you had some fancy PC mod, which is insane. Alright, so it will take all of his wisdom and experience to save not only Earthrealm, but all of reality. Very cool. I love that there is going to be some sort of romp through the realms. There have been many allusions to Outworld, Earthrealm. It's not just Earth, it's Earthrealm. So I'm hoping that we will see more of maybe perhaps Edinia. Order Realm, Chaos Realm. I'm not sure, but I love that idea. Would be great if it was a full conquest mode like MK Deception. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, so this is Liu Kang. This is the new information that was revealed about him. I feel like the information here provided, this is just basically repeat of MK1 or MK11 rather, with his first sentence. The second sentence is definitely more so intriguing because this is potentially a new villain for MK1. Cool. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Please don't forget to leave a like. Liu Kang's bio is about as expected. I hate that they mentioned that dumb hourglass again. What a load. You know what? That one guy, I totally agree. All of the talk of the hourglass is so unfortunate. I really think that MK11's story is... I mean, like, I've played a lot of video games. I played Destiny 1, and that story mode was pretty janky at release. MK11's story mode just doesn't, straight up don't make sense. I think the best thing about the story mode happened in Aftermath when we got Hiroyuki Sanada? What's his name? I love him. He's so good as Shang Tsung, but that was where it starts and ends for me. Feather Guardian, Onaga might be the new threat. But wait. How doesn't Liu Kang know about Onaga? I feel like this is something that he should have known about. It never have anticipated. Also, it would imply that we would have never anticipated it. Us, the players, the fans. So if that's the case, I mean... I think everyone has been expecting Onaga, quote unquote. I've seen so many comments about Onaga. I just don't know about that. I'm not behind that belief. Feather, allies could be enemies, enemies could be allies, boys could be girls, etc. Maybe. Okay, Sub-Zero. Let's take a look. So this is new information for Sub-Zero. It says here, as the Lin Kuei's Grandmaster, Sub-Zero leads his ancient warrior clan in the defense of Earthrealm from external threats. For centuries, it has been their solemn task. But Earthrealm hasn't been threatened in generations, and Sub-Zero sees no point in limiting his clan to preparing for dangers that may never come. What does that mean? No point in limiting his clan to preparing for dangers that may never come. So if he feels like the dangers are never coming, is he increasing preparations or decreasing for preparations? In limiting, he sees no point in limiting his clan. To prepare. Oh, I see. Okay. So they're not only just preparing for dangers that may come. Okay. Gotcha. Under his leadership, the Lin Kuei will come out of the shadows and fight for its place as one of Earthrealm's great nations. Sometimes I try to read into it too much. That's what was happening to me there. Okay, so it sounds like Sub-Zero, he's the leader of the Lin Kuei. There's no one above him, and he would like to take his clan in new directions beyond just preparing for dangers that may never come. So what is he going to be doing? Is he going to be pimping out the Lin Kuei? Order a Lin Kuei tonight? Perhaps. It would be 1-800 blue balls. Okay, I make myself laugh. But yes, what is he going to be doing with the Lin Kuei? Unfortunately, I feel like there is no, room for subplot. Most of the subplots in MK11 are just usually one note, and they are there for an instant, and then they're gone. Much like Jade and Kodal disagreeing about Tarkatan warrior female, and then she fights Kodal, and that leads to Kodal's capture, and then I guess eventual, paralysis. But they never really talk about their relationship after that point. Everything's just kind of moved on. So I feel like whatever, subtext, whatever story they're trying to build up for Sub-Zero, besides just fighting, I'm not sure if it's going to be successful. I think what's really interesting here is this total redesign of Scorpion. I am not sure if I'm here for it. Although he's cute, his hairline is different from Sub-Zero's hairline. Sub-Zero's hairline looks like it will recede in later years. But he has such a... Scorpion has such a feminine hairline here. It's different. Or a very full-headed, full-haired... Yes, very interesting. Okay, so Scorpion is saying, let's see, like his cherished father, Scorpion is dedicated to the Lin Kuei and its defense of Earthrealm. When his father died, Scorpion was bereft, though he took pride in knowing that his brother, Sub-Zero, would succeed their father as the Lin Kuei's Grandmaster. So Scorpion is younger brother to Sub-Zero. It's strange. I'm open to the idea of them being brothers. I think it would be exciting to see. But it does sound, on paper, a little strange. It's not what I would have expected. So good for NRS for shaking things up. But Sub-Zero's unprecedented moves to cast off the Lin Kuei's traditional duties have frozen Scorpion's enthusiasm. Oh, so Sub-Zero's very liberal, Scorpion wants to go back to the traditional conservative values. Very intriguing. Politics is in the game. I am predicting that politics will be in this game. It was in MKX, in strange portions in MK11. But yes, I could see it here in MK1. He fears that he may one day have to battle his brother for control of the Lin Kuei's legacy. Oh, that's really cool. I love the idea of them being rivals, rival brothers. Yeah, and you know what? It's growing on me. But what does a Scorpion have to do with being a cryomancer? I thought Lin Kuei's were cryomancers. So is Scorpion just not a cryomancer, but he's using a rope dart to fight? Oh, there was, what was the show that was, what was it called? I think it was called Bloody Romance. It's like a Chinese wuxia TV series, which is sort of like Chinese fantasy. And there was this ninja girl, and she fought with a rope dart. She had no special superpowers, but she had a rope dart. I guess she did have a superpower. She could just fight really good. So maybe this is Scorpion's power as well. But yeah, it's kind of confusing to me because I always thought Lin Kuei's were cryomancers rather. And well, how did Smoke really fit in there? I mean, okay, maybe there's room for everyone. Let's see what you guys are saying. Very confusing times. Very confusing times indeed. Jade. Hashtag Jade for MK1. Totally agree, Jade. Feather, so Bihan is going to be the same corruption of the clan has gone time and time again with his selfishness, although him being Grandmaster, question me how Cyrax, Sector, and Smoke will go. Intriguing question indeed, Feather. I mean, we're seeing Sub-Zero and Scorpion now as part of the Lin Kuei. Where is the room for Smoke, Sector, and Cyrax? Will they be non-playable NPCs in the background of cutscenes? Surely if Liu Kang recreated this era, he would have brought all of the Lin Kuei buds? Maybe? Why would he choose some and not others? It would be such a question. Zach, Kate, Ada. So Scorpion isn't Hanzo. No, Scorpion is not Hanzo. He is instead... How do you feel about him losing that story with Harumi? You know, they even have gear pieces and skins. Harumi's protector, Harumi's flowers. Like, he has no wife. He has no child. His total backstory is completely rebuilt. None of the past is remaining here. And if they have the same father, like, I'm pretty sure... Bihan, Kuai Liang, these are they're Chinese. So Scorpion is Chinese too? I always thought he was Japanese. It's getting confusing. Getting confusing. Let's see. It disappeared. That one guy. I hate Scorpion's story. Whether it's Hanzo, who's now suddenly brothers with Bihan, or it's Kuai Liang, who is now suddenly Scorpion. Both are terrible. You know, I thought you would have liked it, that one guy. What am I talking about? Yeah, I thought you would have liked it. Interesting. Zach, Kate, Ada. Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. Hanzo has to be Scorpion. He has been since day one. Well, maybe they have different moms. I'm trying to understand this myself. Maybe he's like, so this is my understanding of like Bihan, Kuai Liang, that they had like an American mother, Chinese father, and that like the Lin Kueis, when they become of age, they have to go across the world, kidnap a bride, and sire some sons that would then end up into the Lin Kuei. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just what I'm remembering from... Gosh, I don't even know where. I could be pulling this out of nowhere. But yes, Scorpion, traditionally Japanese, he is someone who is facing much wants for revenge, justice, that things were done wrong to him. There is none of that. There is none of that character motivation for Scorpion, which is kind of sad. Why even name the character Scorpion when they could just name it New Lin Kuei character and have regular Scorpion in the game too? This could be Takeda or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense with Scorpion. Why? Okay. Whoa. I think this is kind of controversial, my friends. I don't know how much you're enjoying it, but it sounds wackadoodle. Scorpion might be Kuai Liang, and his Bihan's father is Hanzo. Our one line of Sub-Zero, you will die like my father. So you're predicting text, or at least dialogue from the story cutscenes? Cool. That one guy, the whole Bihan family thing is just so dumb. How does that even happen through time travel? BS. Well, maybe like Liu Kang is literally like God. He is omnipotent. He is able to shape everything in the universe into his vision because he's all powerful. If so, where's his electric attacks from when he became Fire God Liu Kang? Because he could do some of those electric Raiden moves, but here he doesn't in MK1. Very confusing. Zach, I just got back into MK because of the reboot coming out. I just got MK11 Wednesday night. Not sure I'm gonna like the reboot. I mean, I think we're I mean, like, it does sound really wackadoodle. This is the word that I used. But I think we should be cautiously optimistic that besides whatever crazy story they are creating here, that there will be good gameplay. Right? Like, NRS has made very polished gameplay. Like, what I mean is like 1v1, or rather 2v2 now for MK1. It's been very polished. So I'm looking forward to polished gameplay mechanics. Doesn't seem that much different from MK11 if we're being honest, so it shouldn't be too hard to repeat what was already working with MK11, which is the polished gameplay. Not talking about momentum or pace of battle, but, you know, the mechanics of the game itself, like frames, animations, moves. Yes, all of that. Okay. Crazy. Jade, why is NRS making the evil siblings, Bihan and Melina, the leaders, and the younger siblings, Kuai Liang, Hanzo, Katana, the jobless siblings? Wait, I didn't get to Melina yet. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Zach, I have a feeling when I get the reboot, I'm gonna regret it. I don't know if I should wait yet, but I still want to pre-order it. If you have fear of missing out, then yes, probably get it. The fear of missing out is a huge motivation and inspiration for why gamers purchase things now in this current modern industry. Unfortunately, as we saw with MK11, there will be things that you miss, that you will just never acquire. And a lot of that can be remedied if you are playing from day one, purchasing all the DLC, getting the pre-order bonuses, checking the premium shop every day, blah, blah, blah. There's like, you have to do a lot. So, you know, I guess starting day one, it's helpful. But yes, very crazy. That one guy, it's bad fan fiction. Kind of. Feathers, Scorpion and Sub-Zero might be a mix of Japanese and Chinese. Okay, yeah, that could be it. Zach, Kate, Ada, off topic, but MK11 Scorpion Miho Demon Mask says to unlock in Tagasus Towers. Is that hard to do, or can I just buy it from the premium store? No, it's not hard to do. Just play the Tagasus Towers. There's only 2 Scorpion towers that have the 4 towers on the platform. Yeah, no. You do the towers. Save your time crystal for something more meaningful, like a Combat League bundle of some sort. Feather Guardian, in the Lin Kuei, each warrior can have children but get taken away from their families or kidnap children, with potential like Sector Cyrax. Sector is the only one that was born and raised in the clan. Oh, okay. I have no idea. Thank you, Feather. Alright, so let's move on to Katana. She's got some new backstory, too, revealed here on this website. Princess of Outworld, Katana. Katana has one purpose in life: to aid and protect her older sister Melina as she prepares to rule Outworld one day. Wow, that's kind of lame. I mean, that's kind of like Jade's backstory applied to Katana. Jade lives to serve and protect Katana, right? But now Katana lives to serve and protect her older sister, Melina. I also thought that Melina was younger. Apparently, no. The whole entire backstory of Melina being created from the flesh bits by Shang Tsung, this is gone. Interesting. The steady-handed Katana ignores the calls of those who advocate that she should replace her impulsive sister as heir. Instead, Katana will defend the realm by fighting to make Melina the best empress possible. She will also fight to hide the dark secret that could end her sister's reign before it ends. What? This is huge reimagining of Katana. It looks like Katana, but it doesn't feel like Katana, at least lore-wise. I mean, we've had decades of Katana being the heir to Edenia. Edenia is not even in the question, in the equation. Instead, it's rather ruling Outworld. As well, now Katana seems to be playing second fiddle to Melina. She really wants Melina to be the best empress possible. Insane. Totally insane. So, the steady-handed Katana ignores the calls of those who advocate that she should replace her impulsive sister as heir. I mean, if she's so steady-handed, why wouldn't she, like, wake up to the fact that her sister is impulsive and probably not a good heir and claim for the throne for herself? It's very, very confusing. They are kind of making Katana sound mindless. That she has no thought of her own besides protecting her sister and uplifting her to Empress. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, well, Katana fans, there you go. Fantastic. Your character has gotten the Jade treatment. One note and bodyguard? Whoa. Maid? Shout out to Islam Queen, who left me a comment saying that Katana would be a maid to Melina. You are totally right. Katana is going to be Melina's maid. What on earth? This is insane. Whoa, okay. That one guy, I hope Katana isn't just blindly loyal. Please don't make her out to be some idiot who can't or won't see that Melina is a based on what we're reading here, it kind of sounds like she is mindless. Like, why is she ignoring the calls of the people and what she can see in front of her just to uplift her sister? It makes no sense. Maybe there will be character progression in the story of MK1 where Katana instead has a realization, a coming to the light moment where she eventually usurps the throne for herself. But I don't know, based on these words, it's kind of like a dumbing down of Katana, it sounds like. That one guy, just like Scorpion, Melina now being birthed by Sindel and also being older than Katana makes zero sense with the way the story is set up. I would say if anyone would be protective, it would be the older sister. So if Katana is going to be protective, why is she not the older sister? I agree, that one guy. Feather, I wonder since Edenia has a large connection to the garden and Katana has bird design, does Sindel's power, is it also a bird sound and is Melina a crow? What? I didn't think about that, but if they're making animalities, I would be cool if someone turned into a bird and like ate the opponent. or something. Something like that. So Katana took Jade's spot, but I like that she's compassionate to her family and sister, and I believe both of them can have a healthy relationship. Very interesting, Feather Guardian. I think you're a little more hopeful than me. Just going off what we're reading here. I don't know. I really don't know. All of the reboots is a little too crazy for me. But I do enjoy returning fan favorites. Yes, Miss Fan Favorite. Work, Miss Fan Favorite. I am so happy to have at least Melina Kenshi to play around and brutalize other people with. Maybe, potentially. Okay, so 21st century action hero Johnny Cage. Like many stars before him, Johnny became addicted to his fame. He came to measure his self-worth by his fans' adoration and their praise of him on social media. But with his star now fading, Johnny is fighting an uphill battle to remain relevant. He joins Liu Kang's Earthrealm champions, hoping that it will provide his career and his fame a desperately needed boost. Doesn't sound like much has changed for Johnny, aside from like I'm thinking of 1995 Johnny Cage in the movie. He went to the tournament looking for fame and a boost to his career. But now it seems like it's framed within the context of 2023 with praise on social media as what he wants. LOL. I make videos about whatever I want. I'm not necessarily doing it for fan adoration and praise. I do it because I like it. But yeah, I'm not sure about this Johnny Cage. I hope he's not vapid. I hope he's not like shady influencers out there on the YouTube. I hope he's like good. Well, he does have like a fancy mansion. It's very nice. I do like his fancy mansion. So, I think I'm least upset by this rendition of Johnny compared to what we've read so far for Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Katana. Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Katana have huge, like, redesigns to their characters. Liu Kang seems to be a continuation of MK1. Johnny seems to be untouched. So I'm good for that. Yay! Good job, Johnny. Okay, let's see what Kenshi is all about. Very curious. I wonder... Oh, wow. The description is so long. It doesn't fit. What? Why doesn't it fit? Oh, there we go. Okay, well, we'll fix it later on. Okay, restorer of his family's name, Kenshi Takahashi. Once one of ancient Japan's most honored families, the Takahashis were decimated in battle. They lost everything, including the emblem of their power, the revered sword Sento. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Sento is like a Japanese bath term? What is... While the onsen exists for the pleasure of relaxation, the Sento are local establishments which serve the far more practical need of daily hygiene. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So they named the family Blade. Maybe that's something that's always been in MK. I'm not sure. But I know that it's referring to the need of daily hygiene in Japanese. Very curious. Okay, those who survived joined the Bakuto, a predecessor of the Yakuza, for its protection. Okay, I'm just trying to understand here. Are they putting Kenshi in the Yakuza? Maybe? Yeah, he's in the Yakuza. 5 centuries later, Kenshi is raised on the stories of his ancient family's exploits. Detesting his corrupt Yakuza life, he pines to free the Takahashis from the Yakuza's grasp and restore their name. What? So he has like a crime subplot mixed in with his story. Insane. I'm not totally opposed to that one. That sounds kind of cool. I like the idea of Yakuza because I experienced very much Yakuza like gameplay with Street Fighter 6. I wouldn't mind if that was applied to MK1, but that's probably not what's going to happen for the story mode. But for his family to follow him, Kenshi must first fight to prove that he can lead. His first battle is to find and retrieve Sento. Wait, what do you mean? He's not the leader of his family? His family won't follow him unless he proves that he can fight and lead. What? Whoa. Okay, so they're making Kenshi like apprentice rank. He is not master or grandmaster. He is just an apprentice. I'm not sure if I like that demotion of Kenshi. I thought he was the leader of his family. I'm not super familiar with everything Kenshi related, so I'm not too sure like how much you're offended by the reboot. But I don't mind the idea of like I like Yakuza. I like this element of crime because it does seem like very contrary to Kenshi upholding good morals. Like that's my association of Kenshi, is that he's a good guy, not a villain. He wants to do better things for the world, but now he's like born into a Yakuza life, which calls into question, like, I thought Liu Kang is omnipotent enough to create a new family blood tie between Hanzo and Bi-Han. So if he's this powerful, why would he take a good person like Kenshi and stick him in a Yakuza family? Like, it's questionable. Some of these design options are questionable. This is probably not going to be like a Yakuza game, but I would love it. I love the Yakuza games. What was his name? Kiryu? Is that his name? Yeah, Kiryu Kazuma. And then the other one is Majima. Oh, yeah. Goro Majima. I love him. If you like the Yakuza games, do let me know. They were so good. But whoa, I am so like perplexed at what they have done with Kenshi. I'm not totally opposed to it as much as I was to like maybe perhaps Scorpion, but it's an interesting redesign. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining. That one guy, Johnny Cage, sounds like the same old Johnny Cage that we've had in old times, but now in modern. He's largely unchanged, but that beats dumb, nonsensical changes any day. Well, I don't think they could have really, like, changed much with Johnny either. Like, he was always supposed to be a parody character of Jean-Claude Van Damme. So having a reboot of a parody character into something more serious, it would be ridiculous. Yeah. Kenshi is good. Okay, Aquarius. Love to hear that you like the new Kenshi. I'm not opposed to him. I like this idea that he's on a quest. But I worry, will we see enough character development in MK1 whereby Sub-Zero and Scorpion work out their family differences? Katana becomes the real ruler of Outworld, or if Kenshi is able to convince his family to follow him. But who is his family? Like Takeda? Is this the only family member that we're gonna get? Are we getting new characters from the Takahashi line? Very curious. I mean, if there's got to be more than one Takahashi in the game if he's fighting for his family name. I hope all of his story is not relegated to the few words that we have read here. That one guy. Kenshi has the most interesting change still within character. He's the clear winner here, and I'm actually most excited to see what they've got for him in store. Yeah, I don't mind the changes that they've made to Kenshi. I like the Yakuza. I think that's an interesting storyline. I hope that they really do deliver on it. Jade, I'm not going to lie, I'm not a fan of Melina's new telekick for MK1. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Melina. I'm not too sure who I'm going to like the most on this roster if there is no Jade. But if it ends up to be Melina, I guess I'm going to have to learn to like the telekick. Ugh. Feather Guardian. Kenshi has a new twist in his origin that's similar to the Shirai Ryu and might have had a history to the Black or Red Dragons. You're reading a lot into this little like blurby. I'm not sure if he's now the leader of the or ties into the Black/Red Dragon. Very curious. Look at Cage's elbows. Rissa. What does that mean, Aquarius? But yeah, there's Johnny. Are you enticed? Attracted to his elbows? I'm confused / concerned by this. But Johnny looks really thin here. But like really bulky here. He's very muscular here and so skinny here. He's like a Ken doll. He is very much like exaggerated, hyperbolic male proportions. Beautiful. All we can hope for are sexy costumes for the ladies, please. Snowblind is a good movie, says Feather. Very cool. Trust me, things could have been worse. They could have made Johnny the long-lost uncle of Shao Kahn. What? LOL. Amusing idea, but don't give any fancy ideas to NRS, my friends. Princess, we better have Jade in-game. I agree. Melina is so good this time. What? Tiger. Oh, you really enjoy Melina. Super cool. Princess Katana. In the trailer when Melina had her MK11 voice, I was shocked. LOL, you don't want to hear my Melina voice. That one guy, Snowblind is awful IMO. LOL. You guys have such polar opposing views on some things. But I'm so glad that we can all happily coexist as a community. Princess. Her MKX voice is seductive and attractive. Yes, Melina is very seductive and attractive in MKX. That's why they gave her those luscious lips. Very pretty. Princess. I think the only thing that sucks is that we have one damn fatality. There better be lots of brutalities to make up for that. Or an animality or two. J for muscular. LOL. Yes, well, you know, like, we didn't see this aesthetic from Scorpion or Sub-Zero. They look very, like, you know, average, skinny, but, like, at this angle, with this form-fitting shirt, yeah, Johnny, he's muscular. He's very muscular. All right, let's go on to Kung Lao. So, Kung Lao, this is his redesign. Tell me that's not, like, Liu Kang's old nose from MK1. Right? Something about his face just looks so much like MK1, MK11 Liu Kang. Let's take a look. Let's see. They're showing me... Oh, yeah, here we go. There's something about it that's just so... Where's Kung Lao? Okay, right? There's Liu Kang. Is it the mouth? The mouth is kind of similar. The nose, the nostrils are not the same. And the bridge is a little indented with Kung Lao, but they look kind of similar to me. I feel like they just slightly modified Liu Kang's face for Kung Lao in MK1. I wish they had given him more. Also, I hate this thing. Whatever this thing is, I hate it. This better not be a damn customizable gear piece in MK1. In MK11, you could customize Kung Lao's insignia. The developers, as they were creating this stuff, they called it Trinket in-house, in studio. So they designed 30 trinkets for Kung Lao. I hate this. It's so small. It's so insignificant. It matters nothing in combat, or even in aesthetics. Because it's so small. It gets covered up most of the time, right? Look, it's covered up right now with some words. So I'm so surprised at these, like, design details that we're seeing here. Because if you wanted to customize, let's say, Kenshi, change his blade, change his blindfold, change his shoulder guard, right? Change the hand wraps, change the sunglasses. Can't see, let's see if Johnny has a belt. I mean, kinda. Is that part of the outfit? Or is that a gear piece? I'm worried. I'm worried, my friends. I'm worried about the levels of customization that will be available in the game, as well as how grindy it will be in order to achieve 100% completion. Because, in my opinion, if you really like something, you try to go after absolutely everything. I hope it's not too grindy. But we'll find out. Okay, so it says here, youthful warrior with dreams of glory, Kung Lao, born and raised in the village of Fengjian, Kung Lao has spent his life toiling in the fields. It has been an honorable life, if not a glorious one. Glorious one. That's like something you would apply to, like, I don't know, some sort of celebrity, some sort of deity. Like, what is happening with Kung Lao? It's interesting wording. Kung Lao's greatest fear is that his life will amount to nothing. He prays fervently that he will be called to do something bigger. His prayers are answered when he is asked to join the champions of Earthrealm. As a warrior fighting for its honor, Kung Lao knows that his victories will be long remembered. Okay, so from what I'm gleaning from this is that Kung Lao, in the beginning of his life, he is a farmer. This is how we are introduced to Kung Lao. And likely it sounds that Liu Kang will immediately approach Kung Lao at the beginning of the story to defend Earthrealm, change your life, become something bigger. I guess kinda like Liu Kang in MK 1995 movie when he is sought out by Raiden, telling him that he's gonna be Earthrealm's defender. Like, this is the vibe that I'm picking up here. Instead of it being for Liu Kang, Raiden seeking out Liu Kang, it's gonna be Liu Kang seeking out Kung Lao. Okay. But if he has, like, no training, how is he gonna be a fighter? How does he magically get his powers? Also, in the gameplay, let's see. I have the gameplay here. Oh, is not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one where he throws the chakram at Sub-Zero. Oh, it's the other trailer. Let's see if we can get it. But Kung Lao, how is he getting this fancy power? Oh, here we go. Right? He throws his hat and just lightly tips him on the head. He grabs the chakram and throws it real hard. So, is he just like annoying young kid trying to build up skills? Or does he get skills magically from Liu Kang's omnipotent powers? Curious. Where does he get the hat? Are they going to explain the origin of the hat? I think this one is not so bad of a redesign. I'm not opposed to it. I'm interested to see more. It also sounds like Kung Lao is going to be, if not protagonist, like second fiddle to Liu Kang in this story mode of MK1. It sounds like we're going to be getting lots of Kung Lao in MK1. And I'm not opposed to it. I'm intrigued. I'm very much intrigued. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. So crazy. Katana's voice is better in MK11 and MK1. Melina's voice is better in MK9 and MKX. That's all subjective, my friends. Jade, imagine they give Katana Scarlet's dagger and her power for the Scarlet players in MK1. What? I would rather just see Scarlet. Right? How many times have they done that with Katana? Giving her Jade's powers, giving her Melina's powers. Now she's going to be able to make blood powers too. It's a little too much. I don't have all the femme fatales like Scarlet Jade that I'm going to throw the game in the trash. LOL. We might have Tanya. I'll be okay if Tanya's there. Feather Guardian, I don't want to see gears and customization in any game anymore unless it's a classic skin. I would like to see gears and customization that's purposeful. Like when you play Street Fighter 6. I know people don't care about Street Fighter 6, but wake up. It's a good game. And this is the standard that's being set by the fighting games in this modern era. But Street Fighter 6, you can customize your character with specific gear pieces that grant you specific bonuses that will greatly change the way the game plays. As opposed to MK11, where gears are sort of meaningless, you can change your characters in those powerful ways, but it doesn't matter what gear piece they are actually wearing. Gear pieces that held more significance, like affecting gameplay, would be cool. And I guess also by that definition, things that are very glowy. I need glowy gear pieces. They really do affect gameplay. But it's hard to imagine a version of MK1 without some sort of grindy collection system, because what are we getting 2,700 dragon crystals for if you purchase the collector's edition? What are you going to be able to buy with those crystals? If not, grindy customization gear pieces or skins. It's hard to imagine. Okay, Princess, but we need skins. I agree. We do need skins. Pretty skins. Revealing skins. For the ladies and men. Maybe like shirtless Kenshi. Why not? Give me everything. Give me swimsuit DLC. Okay. Can't customize the characters in Street Fighter 6. That's all I've experienced. You can customize that. And in the Street Fighter 6 experience, you can get different outfits of varying colors. I do love my classic Gammy outfit. It's very high cut. High cut leotard. Amazing. Person. The devs debunked Classic skins. Looks like it's just classic skins once more. Debunked customization. This means we'll probably get detailed outfits that look great almost all the time. I'll believe it when I see it. Where's the source on debunking customization? I think we need to look forward to more official announcements, more official information. John, hello. Hello, John. Princess Katana, I want an MK. Oh my god, I totally agree, Princess Katana. I need MK9 skins. If they're gonna put, like, Katana in the game, she better have that MK9 outfit, but with proper hair. Proper hair. Her hair looked kind of chunky in MK9. All of the hair in MK9 looked kind of chunky. But it would be nice to see those outfits updated. I would even accept if Katana could have a Jade outfit from MK9 if they refuse to put Jade in the game. I'll take a Jade outfit. Jade cosplay. Feather, Kung Lao might have experienced fighting from his family tradition as well as gifted mystical abilities. Okay, maybe that's how Kung Lao gets his powers. I believe Liu Kang will lay hands on him and he'll just osmose those powers from him, perhaps. Okay, Melina, very cool. So, Melina's part of a pair of very huge changes to characters. We saw already with Katana that there are so many changes. With Melina, it says here, heir to Outworld's throne. Born mere seconds ahead of her twin sister, Melina is the rightful heir to Outworld's throne. But even so, there are those who distrust Melina's impulsiveness. They whisper that Katana, with her steadier hand, should replace Melina as heir to the throne. As Melina fights for legitimacy, she hides a horrible secret. She is infected with the dreaded and lethal Tarkat disease. What? Were her affliction found out, Melina would be forced into battle to save her throne. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. I mean, people fight. People do the Mortal Kombat all the time. So what would be the issue? That doesn't seem like such a bad consequence of them finding out. But okay, what is happening here? There's a lot of things happening here. So first and foremost, they're saying that Katana and Melina are twins, as they should be. But even if you're like, is that the same eyebrow? I'm trying to see, are they exactly twin-like? Also, Melina has, like, Madonna hands. They look very old. Why are they wrinkly? It's very confusing. Katana has lovely knuckles. Melina's knuckles. What's happening? Also, I'm looking for skin tone. Do they have the same skin tone? In MK11, it always kind of bothered me that they never had the same skin tone, even though they're supposed to be twins. Very curious. Alright, so apparently they're twins, they're saying. It kind of checks out. Not sure about all of the facial features being the same, especially since the picture we're looking at is masked. We need to see her without the mask. But they repeat here what was said for Katana, that Melina is impulsiveness, and that Katana, with her steadier hand, should replace Melina as heir. Who distressed Melina's impulsiveness. So is this going to be like, what's the new Game of Thrones called? Is it going to be a little bit like that, with like political intrigue woven into MK1 as a subplot? It feels like they are going to be slightly political with MK1. I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy that, but I hope that it's as entertaining as, let's say, Game of Thrones. As Melina fights for legitimacy, she has a horrible secret. She is infected with the dreaded and lethal Tarkat disease. So being a Tarkatan in this iteration of Mortal Kombat is apparently a disease. I know that things were kind of racist in MK11, like Kotal Khan was racist to the Tarkatans. Sindel was racist to the Naknadans. Naknadan? I'm not sure where the emphasis is on that word. But yes, interesting that now we have gone even further from just having certain characters be kind of racist in intro dialogues to just now it's a straight up disease. If so, what kind of disease is it? Is it communicable? Is it something that is only passed between the ungodly love of animals and humans? Like, what is happening here? What is this Tarkat disease? I feel it's unfortunate because it's kind of writing Baraka and his whole race out of existence in this new world. What is Liu Kang thinking / NRS thinking by making Tarkatans a disease? Well, so sorry, Baraka mains. I don't think Baraka is going to be in the game. I mean, maybe as a cameo. Anything's possible for cameos. But it's just terrible. Terrible. It's a disease. Why is it is it a disease? Did she sleep with someone and got an STI and it turned into a Tarkat? Like her kitty cat turned into a Tarkat. Now it's got teeth. Like, what's happened? I am not sure about this redesign for Melina. For all of Tarkatans, I am not liking it so much. No. I like the idea of Melina being a weird creation, and no longer is she that. Very odd. Okay. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. That one guy, MK9 katana is the worst looking katana. What? I like the MK9 outfits. Aquarius, I hope it's not like Injustice 2. Ooh. I pray they never put my favorite character in that fugly. I like that fugly belly dancer outfit. Lol. Princess, I just found out I probably am in conquest mode. Oh, very cool, Katana. Melina sounds like the same old Melina. I hope she won't just be evil. No one likes her or wants her on the throne for some reason, and the F is a Tarkat disease. Exactly. What is Tarkat disease? Madonna hands. Yes, J4. She's got those Madonna hands. She should be wearing gloves. New gear piece idea for Melina. That's why she had the claws on in MK11. She was trying to hide those hands. Princess, I have a theory. Well, feel free to share. Baraka bit her, and the Tarkatans are infected, and Melina's infected by Baraka. See, I don't like thinking that Baraka exists only because he has a disease. It feels non-inclusive in the woke era of modern gaming. LOL. It just doesn't make sense. That one guy. I guess it makes sense that Melina would be paranoid and skeptical, but why if Katana? She seems to be nothing but kind. Too kind, maybe. Yeah, Katana being super kind, trying to protect her sister. I would like it more so if Katana has a reason to be protective. I.e., she was the one who caused the disease to afflict Melina. There you go. I made the story way better. If Katana was the reason for Melina turning into toothy femme fatale, well, then Katana would really have a reason to want to look out for her sister, protect her sister, beyond just being sisters. And sisters fight all the time. Baraka is Tarkatan. Yes, he is Tarkatan. Baraka called Sindel a skag in MK11. I can't stop thinking of that. What on earth is a skag? I have a vague idea, but I would like a definition, a Webster's definition, please. Will swords grow in Melina's arms? Great question, Aquarius. Does this mean Melina will have Baraka's arm blades at some point? That's insane to think about. Katana ain't that damn kind. LOL. Well, yes. Hopefully there is greater understanding of her motivations in MK1 once it comes out. Okay, alright. So we've got here Raiden, which is the last of these character bios. I'm very curious. Champion of Earthrealm, Raiden. In the village of Fengjian, Raiden was known for his kindness and his charity. He was happy to spend his days tending to the fields, as well as to his friends and family. So when he is asked to leave Fengjian and becomes one of Earthrealm's champions, Raiden hesitates. But he soon realizes that to best serve his village, he must join them. As threats to Earthrealm mount, Raiden must mature into the great warrior that Liu Kang knows he can be. So, no mention of his electric powers. But we do see the electric powers in that, like, gameplay trailer? Pretty sure. Let's see. Right? Oh, the teleport. Right, so he has electric powers. I wish there was more explanation. I guess it's creating too much anticipation for me. But this doesn't sound like too wild of a redesign for Raiden's character. Still sounds kind of within the realm of Raiden constantly hesitating. He's always consulting the elder gods, never able to make up his mind. So it just kind of sounds like more of that. Being indecisive. Soon he realizes that to best serve his village, he must join him. Wow, so the character progression happens kind of quickly? He was happy to spend his days tending to the fields, as well as his friends and family. So he's probably working with Kung Lao on the fields. Liu Kang approaches both of them. Raiden hesitates. But then he comes to his senses. I'm not too sure how much we should read into this. This could literally be like 10 seconds in a story cutscene. Yeah, I guess I kind of miss Raiden being an elder god. All of this elder godness has been pushed onto Liu Kang. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I'm less offended by Raiden's redesign as I am to... I think probably the worst one for me is Scorpion. I think this is probably the worst redesign for the character. Like, Scorpion is now a Lin Kuei. Him and Sub-Zero are brothers. There is no taste of what makes Scorpion in this character. Like, the motivation for revenge, for justice. There's none of that, which is kind of sad. I don't know how Scorpion really is still Scorpion. Melina and Katana, it seems like twisted relationship, but still something resembling siblings. I get that. They're twins, they're sisters. That's retained in this new era. But I think the one that I'm looking forward to the most is probably Kenshi. he has a really interesting background here, tying him into corrupt Yakuza life, and he's trying to free his family from this criminal behavior. I think that's probably the most interesting one. Raiden is just hesitating to do anything. Kung Lao sounds like he's gonna be like the new Liu Kang. Liu Kang will be an aloof elder god, whereas Kung Lao will be probably the most personable character on the roster, at least based on what we're seeing from these little character intros. But I'm really curious to see how this is all going to play out in terms of the story. Like, one thing that I think we should look at is this Mortal Kombat FAQ, frequently asked questions. So they say that the story mode of MK1, if I can find it. Here we go. NetherRealm's genre-defining story mode. So what is NetherRealm's genre-defining story mode? Is this just the simple makeup of, I don't know, 12 chapters separated into 4 fights per chapter, each chapter featuring a different character from the roster that you will have to control? Is that what the genre-defining story mode is? With brand new cinematic narrative. So it sounds like that's exactly what we're getting with all of these little blurbies and stories that we just covered for those 7 characters. It sounds like it's just going to be cutscenes plus some fights. And I'm not sure we should be expecting more than that from MK1, which is kind of sad because Street Fighter 6, love the World Tour mode. It is so engaging. So lovely. It's kind of sad that already in the frequently asked questions, I can deduce that there's going to be no change to the story format from MK11 going into MK1. I am concerned at how well they can tell a story, because that MK11 story was just insane. MKX story, I'm not really too sure I super enjoyed that. Probably MK9 had the best story, and it wasn't even their story. It was just a retelling of the Midway story. So this FAQ just makes me have all sorts of questions. I am concerned at how it's going to be implemented for these characters. Will we see enough of Scorpion for him to be justifiably Bihan's brother? Is there going to be enough description of Kenshi's travels to rectify his family's name? Or is all of these little subplots going to just fizzle into nothing because everyone is being contacted by Liu Kang to face some unanticipated threat? A threat enemy that Liu Kang could never have seen. I'm so worried. I am very worried. I'm not too sure how much of this story mode we will play after one playing. Probably if you watch all of the cutscenes on YouTube, which someone will probably post early on before the game's release, or before most people complete the story mode, you can watch all of the cutscenes on YouTube and be done with it. That's what I did for MK11. I watched all of the cutscenes first on YouTube, and then I played the game. And I could skip through the cutscenes, because, you know, what's the point? But, yeah. I feel like MK1 might be another skip cutscene moment. Not sure. Not sure. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. He said a hideous skag, it means heroin. What the actual... what? Okay, someone's using Urban Dictionary to find definitions. Watch out for that. There better be secret fights in MK1. I totally agree. I love the idea that there's secrets or things to discover in the game, and unfortunately, with how NRS devs just sort of moved on from MK11, I feel like some secrets were never properly revealed or communicated to the community, like Johnny Cage triple uppercut. How does that even work? How do you trigger this? Okay, Feather Guardian. Raiden switched roles with Liu Kang. That's not a god, and isn't Liu Kang's powers unexplained? Maybe? I mean, he got his powers from Raiden, right? He became Fire God from Raiden. Kinda. Tarkatans are a crossbreed of Outworld and Netherrealm demons, basically mutants. What? Okay. MKX has the better story with unique development. Intriguing. You know, I can see that there with MKX, but for me, MK9 had the best story out of the 3 games. We'll have to compare with MK1 when it happens. Alright, so this was all of the new story details that we got from the official website, but I think we should be hopeful about things to appear in the future. So there was a tweet that went out today from the official Mortal Kombat Twitter, along with this image saying that there will be a Kombat Cast on July 6th. So that's going to be next week, less than 7 days away, on next week Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm sad that they left out Eastern. I feel like most people are in the Eastern time zone, but whatever. Yes, it says here, your wait will be well rewarded. The first Kombat Cast will kick off next Thursday, July 6th, at the times that I said before. Join us for a discussion on Kameos, full gameplay breakdowns of Scorpion and Johnny Cage, and more. So they also provide a link to the Twitch TV NetherRealm website. However, I'm praying, I'm hoping it's not on Twitch. I'll be honest, I don't like going on Twitch. Twitch is kind of strange to me. I hope that they just upload it here to their YouTube Live, because this is where they used to do all of their Kombat Casts too. So I'm hoping it's going to be in both places. But this is something that we're going to have to experience together next week. Pretty exciting, because hopefully they will give us a little bit more discussion on what we can expect from single player. Is it just going to be cinematic narrative? Cutscenes? Is it just going to be cutscenes and some fights? Because I'm bored of that. I hope that they have a different form of telling their story besides cinematic narrative cutscenes. Ugh. Ugh. But I am really hopeful that we will see something great with the gameplay breakdowns of Scorpion and Johnny Cage. And this is probably why these characters were not included in the stress test early version of the game, because they wanted to build up hype. All of this seems well manufactured, well pre-planned in advance, that they are slowly building up hype, which is good. Slowly? Is that really the word? When all of the stuff is being revealed just 10 weeks before it eventually gets released? Okay, they're trying to really accelerate the hype train here, giving us little tidbits here and there, right? We got lots of little tidbits on this official MK website. They've had a lot of, like, hyping up of the trailers to be released. Like, if you're on Twitter, there was lots of talk of the Summer Games Fest trailer before it eventually happened. This is what they're trying to do to us. They're trying to get us into this never-ending cycle of hype so that we get ourselves so blown out of proportion into terms of, like, what to expect from the game. They're going to be talking about cameos. I look forward to this because I really hope that they will define how this is any much more different than tag assist consumables. I look forward to that because I've seen the cameo gameplay and it doesn't look that much different from what you can accomplish with tag assists already in MK11. So I'm hoping with the devs' perspectives, we can see really what they're intending with this new mechanic. Also, I'm looking forward to hearing from Derek Kurtzik. I love Derek. Also, Stephanie Brownback. She's always very informative on things like combos, frames, gameplay. Like, I hope she's there explaining things. That would be cool. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Feather, I meant Liu Kang's chi fire is unexplained. Okay. I hope we find out who Scorpion is, and is there a new character reveal? Yes, I would love to find out who else is on the roster. Would be nice if they shared some of that information at this Kombat Kast. Also, I would really love to find out what they mean. New character. Who is the new character? Are we going to see any preview of the new character for MK1? Like, we know that we're getting returning fan favorites. But who's the new character? Is it going to be, like, a child of... Like, I remember people who were making up lies about MK12/MK1. They said that the new game would feature a child of Katana and Liu Kang's. But, yeah, it seems like in this world, Katana and Liu Kang are not even a thing. Very curious. Very curious. So I would like to see who is the new character. Is it really going to be a new ninja with a new ninja color? Hopefully they provide us some sort of information here. But it seems like people are very hyped, which is, I guess, the goal. Apparently, Johnny Cage Kombat Kast Sindel is trending on my Twitter account. LOL. But yeah, I think if they are going the route of, like, new characters, they better build up hype for these new guys rather than just spring it on us at gameplay release in September. Yes, proper building up of hype. That would be nice. But yeah, very confusing times, I think. I feel like Mortal Kombat 6 has a lot to live up to, especially from what has been set as the standard of premier fighting game. Taking a look at Evo. Evo has traditionally not favored Mortal Kombat. I think in the fighting game community at large, more people prefer Eastern Japanese fighting games versus the North American offering of Mortal Kombat, which is sad because I think I enjoy Mortal Kombat way more than these other ones. But Street Fighter 6 is going to be taking main stage at Evo, which is happening early August, and will also have a playable version of MK1 available. Now, will this be any different from the stress test build of the game? I hope so. I would really like it if we could get even more new information before the game comes out in September, because that's going to be happening so soon. Let's see. Tomorrow is July 1st. So August 1st, September 1st, September 19th. We've got 2.5 months to go. Less than 10 weeks, it feels like. So, yes, we need lots of information. They say the first Kombat Kast will be on Thursday, July 6th. So I guess that means we can be looking forward to multiple Kombat Casts, all leading up to the release of this game. So crazy, so crazy. Exciting times, I think, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. Lots of things to be excited for. But yes, would love to hear from you about what you're most excited for from this game. But yes, if you enjoy what we do here at the channel, keep us alive, please, really do. Consider joining the Jaded Bunny fam, because without you guys would not be here on the YouTube. So much love to my brothers and sisters who make these videos possible. John Lee, Merc Marquet, John Clark, Danny Slaw Energizer, Pro Gamer, J4, Among Us Gamer, Kenneth, GCXBU Gaming, Cara D, Kokoma Joe, Lucy Little Thunder, Boots Alexander, Jonah, Eric, Glowy, Blood Ferox, Chaka Corn, Airy, Michael K, Darkside, Trokar, Ghoul, Mark Danny, O Gamer, Michael G, Swishbish, Maruna, Ilkid, Snoopy Blind, FGC, Albus Christus Mortis, Yuri, Erdem, Calum, JJ, Dr. Eggman, Alina, Acenonics 85, Alan, Cider M, Ragnar, Rian Chaos, and Queen Melina. Yes, thank you to my brothers and sisters. Really, your support, much appreciated. Life-saving. But yes, you can also save my life too by leaving a like. It really helps. In fact, go check out my other videos. It really helps. Yeah, I made lots of Street Fighter vids. Check them out. They're good. Let's also see what you guys are saying. Thank you for being here. Zach, a Scorpion has to be Hanzo, not sorry. Well, he'll be named Hanzo, but just not with any of that familiar backstory of him being a Japanese Shiryu ninja. That's gone. If Liu Kang and Kitana get together, I wonder if their child would be a phoenix. Interesting idea, Feather. Princess Kitana. It better be human, too. Oh, wow. Okay, so you think they're not going to be human? Feather Guardian. Still haven't forgotten what Stephanie's explanation to Sindel being evil because of her look, but that's just me. No, I remember that explanation from Stephanie. Don't worry. I think this reboot is gonna flop. This game a flop. You know, despite whatever floppery you may think is going on, collector's editions have sold out. Game is probably gonna make hundreds of millions within its opening week. Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat is going to sell well. I know that people who aren't even involved with the MK community want to get the game, which is surprising. So I'm expecting that, yeah, people will buy the game. Will they play the game past a week? That is the question. That is the question indeed. But yes, thank you, my friends, for joining along. Lovely to spend some time with you here today. But I am praying for all of you to just be getting easy wins and that you're just rolling in the time crystal. But please stay safe stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.